Hi everyone, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to my weekly afternoon tea time and a card. I'm just waiting to make sure everybody, okay, you guys are finding me. So I need you guys to give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. My microphone light is not coming on, but I think I heard myself right when I got on. Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Okay, I just saw a thumbs up. Yay. Okay. I don't know why. There's usually a little red light on to tell me that my microphone is on and it's not lighting up. So I just want to make sure. So welcome everyone. I'm an hour late today. I had a late appointment. Okay, I can see Tony just let me know I can hear you. So let's get going on my card for today for tea time and a card. I am using the Charming Sentiment stamp set. I love the fonts. Look at the different fonts in some of these sentiments, and there's like a little bit for everything on here. So wait till you see what I'm using. I'm actually using the Hey There. And then this one is Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. So I'm making a birthday card. Now I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to start out by showing you the designer paper that I'm using because that's the main focus. I'm going to show you how it's cut and scored, and then I'll show you the card. So I'm using the Masterfully Made right here. I'm going to show you the sheets. It's on page 132 of the annual catalog, and it's number 161192. So let me show you the sheets. They're really kind of neat, and I remember the first time I saw, hold on, I dropped something on the floor. I saw someone make a card with it. I actually thought that it was torn paper because it's got that torn paper look. Now, I'm going to read off the colors first. There's Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, and Sweet Sorbet. Lots and lots of colors. So you can match this with a lot of our cardstock and ink. So this is, I'm going to show you the first side. This is all, there's 3 sheets that are similar, just different colors. This one here has different colors on it, almost like a rainbow. And then the 2 last ones are flowered, but I'll bring it up closer. Let me put it right side up. It's got some wording, like little rectangular squares of wording. I don't know if you guys, yeah, there you go. You guys can see that. And it's the same on this sheet. It's got the same type of rectangle with wording. Now, let me show you the other side. So here's a different one. It's almost like a mountain scene with the sky, and then we get some more torn paper look. I love this one. It's got the strips top and bottom. You could actually cut it in half and make 6 cards with this one. This is the one I'm using today with these beautiful roses. Here's another one that you can make 6 cards by just cutting it in half. And then we have 2 that have branches, these 2 colors. Aren't those pretty, both of them? So that's the paper I'm using. And the size that I am using is actually 5 1/4 by 12. I'm going to make 4 score lines, and this is so easy. I'm going to bring in my score tool. So 4 score lines. All we're going to do is go every 2 inches. So you're going to go 2, 4, 6, and 8. Again, 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's all the scoring we need. This is such a quick card to make. Now what we're going to do is fold. So this is the larger 4-inch section. You're going to go this way, this way, this way, and this way. Now let me get my bone folder. I'm just going to press down on those score lines. Now what I want to do is make sure that everything is lined up on the edges correctly. Okay, this one's a little crooked, so let me bring that over even. And then I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. I'm just going to press down. Okay. Now the trick to this card. So this is what it looks like when you have all your folds in place. So kind of like a W with a long tail on the end. We're going to take the first two sections. I'm going to just so you'll know, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to bring this one over. I'm going to add adhesive to one part of this. And I don't know the exact name of this fold. I'm just calling it a fancy fold. Okay, now this has the adhesive. We're just going to press this in place. So now these two, front and back, are glued together. Now this is what you have left. We're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to open this up, add adhesive to the half, and then again we're going to fold and press those in place. So now what you have is a card with two flaps. See how easy that was? Now let me bring in the rest of what I'm using. I have Sweet Sorbet, just a flat piece, 5.5 by 4 1/4. That's going to be the base. I'm using Sweet Sorbet ink. We're using the deckled rectangles dies with basic white. It's going to be number 3 from the largest N. So number 3 with basic white. And then I have some cute little pieces. Hold on, I think I have one. Oh, I have one more missing that's still on the floor. Okay, the next dies are the nested essential dies. I used number 3, 1, 2, 3. I did 2 in Sweet Sorbet. The smallest one in basic white and the same designer paper. Actually, I'm going to flip that over to this side. And then my third set of dies is the Radiating Stitches die. This is part of our online exclusives. Oh, you guys got a sneak peek of the card. And I did the little heart with the same designer paper. That's the only die I used. So these are all the pieces I'm using. Now I'll tell you where the inspiration for this card came from. It's from Donna Filippi, who is on my team. She sent me a card for the one card swap last month. And it's different than what I'm creating, but you can adjust your card the way you want depending on the dies you use. So this was her cards. You can see the flaps each have a circle on them. Okay, and then it reveals the inside. When the thing I'm going to show you when I do my card, you need to make sure the sentiment on the inside is covered by whatever you decide to use on your flap. So this was Donna's card. And here is my card. Same thing, it's got the two flaps and the two little pieces we're going to add. And my sentiment is right behind this flap right here. Okay, so let's start out by gluing this whole designer paper layer to the card base. This is a good way to use up your designer paper for those of you that hoard. So I'm going to put that right in the center. Okay, and this is the card. And then you just add to it. We're going to add the white. I do my stamping afterwards because I'm going to glue these first and make sure this is stamped underneath so it doesn't show. We're going to center that. And now we're going to build our little pieces. Now this one I used dimensionals because it's way in the front, but the one down here I glued everything flat because it's on the inside of the card. Oh, wait a minute, I need to stamp first. So let me go ahead and dig out my Sweet Sorbet ink. So you guys, there's so much you could use for your little pieces on your flaps. Like Donna used circle punches, I used the dies. You can use anything. So let's go ahead and stamp the hay there. And now I'm going to add dimensionals to that. This is like a 10-minute card once you get everything cut out. So that's that layer. The next one, like I said, we're going to do everything flat because it goes more towards the inside. So there's this piece. And we're going to glue the heart flat as well. Okay, so there's my two little pieces for my flaps. Now I'm going to bring in my liquid glue, and you can see here that I only added glue to about 1/3 of that flap. So let me do both pieces. I'm going to glue this one first. I'm going to leave a little bit of white showing right here. And I'm going to bring it down about 3/4 of an inch. Press that in place. And remember that the second one needs to go on the second flap. I'm just going to eyeball. I'm going to leave a little bit of spacing. Okay, there's my two flaps. So again, the first one is on the first flap and this one is on the second flap. Now we need to figure out where to add the sentiment on the inside so that it doesn't peek through. So I'm just going to lay my stamp right about here. Go down. You could make a pencil mark if you needed to. And then look, this is going to cover it. And that's it, you guys. Look how quick that was. So let me bring in, I'm going to bring this one in the open position. This one in the closed position. I'll bring Donna's back in case you want to copy hers with the circle punches. Look how quick that was. I'm so glad you guys came over to visit with me. Now next week, I think I'm going to need to change the day of the week. I am actually going to see the Sound of Freedom movie next Wednesday, so I'm not going to be here to do a video. So I'll either pre-record one and post it for you guys, or I'll do another night. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know on the Facebook page. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll pick a name tomorrow for one of you guys to win this card with all your comments on Facebook. Have a good night, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.